The Community Champion Award for Human Rights is going to Mayor Frank Scarpitti. Mayor Frank Scarpitti has been the mayor of Markham since 2006. City of Markham is Canada's 16th largest and the most diverse city. He was first elected to Markham Council as a regional councillor in 1985. Over the last 27 years, the people of Markham have elected Frank Scarpitti 8 times. Markham Mayor Scarpitti also serves on Council for Regional Municipality of York, Chair of York Region Planning and Economic Development Committee, Chair of York Region Inclusivity Action Plan, Co-Chair of Community Partnership Council, and member of York Region Rapid Transit Corporation, Finance and Administration Committee, Young Subway Advisory Task Force. Mayor Scarpitti also active with several non-profit associations related to health, culture, and quality of life. He is currently co-chair of Markham Stouffville Hospital Capital Campaign, working to raise $50 million to complete the hospital's expansion. He's also been chair of Markham's Olympic Torch Relay and honorary chair for international relief and building campaigns, to name a few. Mayor Scarpitti has been expressing his views against human rights violations. In 2009, Mayor Markham, under Mayor's leadership, took a bold step as first government in Canada to pass a resolution requesting the Canadian federal government to undertake an investigation into possible human rights violations and genocide in Sri Lanka. Mayor Scarpitti, a resident of city of Markham for the past 47 years. He is married with 3 children living in Markham. Let's welcome Mayor Frank Scarpitti.
Well, thank you very much, Nathan. Vanakkam, and good evening to everyone. It's a pleasure to be here this evening, and certainly with Minister Bernier and so many in the political arena. Good to see you again. I also want to welcome a great friend and colleague of mine, the first Tamil to be elected in municipal government in Canada, Logan Kanapathy, our councillor for Markham and Ward 7. And I want to say thank you, Nathan, for that kind introduction, and would say that Nathan has been a friend of the city of Markham for the past several years, and he's got a great company, the Citizen Center, along with his partner Raju Goteti, who is also on a business mission to India that I want to talk about in a few seconds. So thank you for that introduction. I also want to take a moment to recognize our Chief Administrative Officer, Andy Taylor, at the City of Markham as well. Thank you, Andy, for being here this evening. So I really am honored, and thank you for this wonderful award, and I know that you're recognizing several individuals tonight, and I'm honored to be in their company. And I say that as a representative of the City of Markham, which is now the most diverse city in all of Canada, has been for the past several years, and just recently Statistics Canada came out with their report indicating that 72% of Markham are visible minorities. I don't even like to use that term anymore because truly they're the visible majority in the city of Markham. And over 60% of the people that live there were born outside of Canada. So it's a very multicultural, very diverse community. And we take pride in that diversity, and we certainly celebrate that diversity every day in the city of Markham. In fact, tomorrow morning we'll be having a flag raising for the Philippines, Independence Day, where the Filipino community will gather at the Markham Civic Center. And I can tell you in the coming weeks we will do the same for Jamaica and India and China. And also to let you know that we we make sure that that diversity is reflected in many of the things that we do, not only in the celebrations, but some of our street names. And we've had several street names that reflect the diversity of the different cultures. And I'm proud to say that just last month, we named a new street in the city of Markham, Vanny Street. And it was a really wonderful celebration that we had. But you know, I'm here tonight and I thank you for the invitation, and also here to congratulate the Canadian Human Rights Voice for the great work that they do, bringing attention to human rights when they're violated around the world, and to accept an award that I'll accept on behalf of our entire community. Because while I think it's important to celebrate the diversity that we have in our communities across Canada, I also think it's important to make sure that we are the voice locally, we're the voice across Canada, and certainly the voice internationally when there are violations. And I'm very proud to say that the City of Markham in 2009 was the first government in North America to pass a resolution asking our federal government to investigate human rights violation and the possibility of genocide in Sri Lanka. And I want to tell you, we did that prior to the last phase of the war. It was a very timely request on our part to the federal government. And I do want to applaud the federal government for the strong stand that they've taken and continue to do so on the world stage. And I think it's great to have our federal government doing that. So thank you. You know, we also, in doing that, we've taken other steps to thank the Tamil community. As the minister said, all of you have contributed to the economic prosperity in this great country. And in fact, the city of Markham, I think, is a perfect example. If anyone, anywhere, minister, is questioning whether immigration works, whether immigration is great for our country, all they have to do is come to the city of Markham. We have enjoyed economic prosperity in our community thanks to the hard work of the Tamil community and to many other cultures that have come into our city. The City of Markham is also proud to be a member of the UNESCO Coalition of Municipalities Against Racism and Discrimination and a supporter of the UN Statement on Human Rights. And it commits us to this: all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and in rights. And I thank the many people and the associations from Markham and beyond who have helped us and certainly helped other communities across Canada try to reach that goal. And just this past year, and just in a second, we'll show you the video, Councillor Kanapathy participated in a very important conference in Geneva. And I know many representatives from around the world, and in fact, again, our federal government was present there to draw attention to human rights violations. So we have been a strong supporter of yours, and as I say, you have believed in communities like Markham and other communities across the Greater Toronto area. You've believed in our province and in our great country of Canada to come here, and we believe in you. And that's why we stand up to support you when these things occur in other parts of the world. But I also want to draw attention to the way in which the Tamil community has been active in the city of Markham, and particularly the youth in the Tamil community. They raised $50,000 for Markham Stouffville Hospital in the Help for Love Music Marathon that took place in the city of Markham. They also raised another $100,000 for Markham Stouffville Hospital and autism in the South Asian community. And the Tamil community has pledged $250,000 to the expansion of Markham Stouffville Hospital. So I thank you for the great contributions that you are making in our city, across the GTA, and in other communities across Canada. And to let you know that when you are thinking of family and friends that are back home, our thoughts and our prayers are with you. And not only are they with you, but we also take the very strong position that we have. While our powers may be limited at the local level, we will continue to be a voice for you when there are human rights violations. And I congratulate this organization for the wonderful job they do, not just in Sri Lanka, but speaking out around the world. We take it for granted, the quality of life that we enjoy in Canada. We take it for granted that we can go and practice our faith and meet together as a community, celebrate our culture, and none of our rights are violated in this great country. And when they are, I think it's reassuring to know that we can come together, whether it's a Tamil community or others, to speak out against those violations and make sure that the international community stands up and takes some action. And with that, I'd like you to now play the video that we sent to this conference in Geneva. So it was an honor to send that message to the conference, and another memorable moment for me was this past January when we had our business mission to India, to be able to travel to Tamil Nadu and be there with Councillor Logan Kanapathy and other businesses from our community to see where the Tamil nation had its roots. And we were there for Thai Pongal. And it was an honor for me to tell the mayor when we were visiting over there that the city of Markham also proclaimed Thai Pongal and Tamil Heritage Days in the city of Markham. Thank you for this great honor. Keep up the great work. Congratulations to all.
You know, in boxing, we'd call you a warrior. You do so much for your community, and I'm just delighted to have you with us tonight, sir. And this award, we are going to the Community Champion Award. We're going to call Minister Maxime Bernier up to present this to you, sir. Can I call you, Your Worship?